What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into the breaking news that has the hip-hop world and the legal community in a total frenzy. Bill Kapri, you know him as Kodak Black, just surrendered to authorities in Orlando. And the charge is massive. We're talking first-degree felony MDMA trafficking. Now, before you start thinking this is just another Florida man headline, you need to hear the details, because this case is a forensic puzzle that goes back months. We've got the fingerprints, we've got the no-bond hold, and we've got the strategy that his lawyer, Bradford Cohen, is using to fight this. If you want the truth behind the headlines, stay right here.
Early Thursday morning, May 7th, 2026, Kodak officially walked into the Orange County Jail and turned himself in. He knew the warrant was out, and he didn't wait for them to come to him. But here's the kicker. Records show he was booked with no bond. Why? Usually that means either the charge is so high level that it triggers an automatic hold, or he's already on probation for those other cases in Broward and Miami, and this new arrest just tripped the alarm. At 28 years old, Kodak is facing some of the toughest drug laws in the country.
So where did this come from? This wasn't a new bust. This whole thing traces back to November 2025. Imagine this. Orlando police are called out to Fairvilla Road, right near the Children's Safety Village, because people reported hearing gunshots. When the cops arrive, they find two vehicles that smell like heavy weed smoke. Now, Kodak was there. He was with the people in those cars, but he wasn't in the cars when the police did their search. In one car, they find the work, the MDMA. In the other car, they find two bags. One of those bags had Kodak's actual ID card inside. And right next to it, a bottle of cough syrup. This is where it gets CSI on us. The police took that cough syrup bottle to the lab and ran it for prints. They're claiming they found Kodak's fingerprints all over that bottle. Because his ID was in the bag and his prints were on the bottle, the state is using a theory called constructive possession. Basically, they're saying, even if the drugs weren't in your pocket, you had control over the stuff in that car. It took them 6 months to build this forensic trail, and that's why the warrant just hit now in May 2026. Now, Kodak's lawyer, Bradford Cohen, is already calling this case weak. And if you know Cohen's track record, he's the one who got Kodak's cocaine charges tossed in 2024 by proving the powder was actually prescribed oxycodone. This time, Cohen is arguing that touching a bottle isn't the same as owning the drugs in the car. He's basically saying, look, it's not illegal to touch a bottle of cough syrup, and just because his ID was in a bag doesn't mean he knew what else was in those vehicles. It's a classic battle over dominion and control.
Let's talk numbers, because in Florida, MDMA trafficking is no joke. If the weight of those pills is over 10 grams, it's a 3-year mandatory minimum. If it's over 400 grams, Kodak could be looking at 15 years in state prison. There's no parole, no early release, and no Trump pardon coming this time for a state-level charge. This is the highest the stakes have ever been for Yak.
So, do you think the fingerprints are enough to stick? Or is this just another case of the system reaching for a celebrity? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know if the sniper gang thinks he's coming home, or if this is the one that sticks. We're going to be tracking every court date and every bond hearing as this develops. If you want to stay updated on the legal side of hip-hop, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications, and join the community. I'm out for now. Stay safe.